A to Z Comedy Tour. And for you guys to go out on the road and to deliver a great show for people who's going through a mad week, you know what I'm saying? This is what comedy is all about. A lot of people are going through depression, they had their boss yelling at them, so they want to laugh, they want to feel good. So it's your job as a comic to make sure that you give them a good moment in time. They can get away from regular life. So this is what the A to Z Comedy Tour, this is what we're all about, making sure people all over the world is going to feel good. Are you guys ready? Yeah! All right.
Well, my name is GT, and I'm from LA, Hollywood, California. And the reason I want to be on the A to Z Comedy Tour reality show is because I'm a creature that needs to be, that hasn't been seen alive, you know, that needs to be discovered.
My name is Rufus L. Tanksley. I'm from the OC, which stands for Only Caucasian, right down there. And I want to be on the A to Z Comedy Tour because they need me. You got to have an old brother that you can look at, and I'm that man. I used to have a government job, and they had their finger on me. I couldn't say what I want. I'm now retired. I get to say what I want and do what I want. And I want to do it on the A to Z Comedy Show. My name is Rufus. That's my real name, Rufus. And I want y'all to remember me. Actually, my mom had 8 kids today that was all Rufus. People say, how'd she call y'all last at dinner? We said, that was easy. Then she used our last name. Mom hated that joke. She said she wanted to name me Asphalt because it was her ass and my dad's fault that they had me in the first place. That was crazy. But black people, we ain't got the corner on names. I had a Vietnamese girlfriend and her name was My Ho. I love introducing her to my friend, Reverend Jones, My Ho. My Ho, Reverend Jones.
You know, one day, you know, I feel like I'm gonna be on the cover of National Geographic magazine, you know, as the best up-and-coming comedian.
All right, we're here at the A to Z Comedy Tour, and we had some contestants come out and see how the show was going to roll. And we got one of the best comedians all over the country, Mr. GT. Come on in. Hey, how you doing, sir? Oh, good, man. Hey, that's a pretty fancy dance you did there. But how do you think you delivered on the stage tonight?
My delivery was good, you know. It's like
Okay.
I might have missed some few punchlines here and there. But,
All right.
So it's like it's part of the crowd. You know what I mean? You got to feel the crowd. So you know.
Okay. So what I wanted to do is I want to thank you for coming to the A to Z Comedy Tour, and hopefully we'll see you on the road. Day 2 of the A to Z Comedy Tour.
We're back, and thanks so much for sitting in with us on our 2-hour special. I hope you have enjoyed all of our wonderful guests who have joined us, but we would be remiss if we didn't bring on the man with the plan who has brought on so many entertainers. What this gentleman does, he's out of Biloxi, and he actually just hosts concerts. So if any of you out there are interested in getting your music off the ground, he's the person you want to talk to. So without further ado, I'd like to bring on Mr. Joseph Smith. Joe, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, Linda, and happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to Mr. Hall and Mr. Gravy.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know Daryl, you and Daryl have been talking, and
Yeah.
and I, you know, all of a sudden I just like my brain went. Hawthorne, and Hawthorne was like one of my very first guests here in Las Vegas. And so I'm happy to have him back. He is very important to me because he helped get things rolling here in Vegas when we got started 3 years ago. Believe it or not, it'll be 3 years in June. That's amazing, isn't it?
It really is. Time moved fast.
So since then, you and Robert Townsend and the group had something with the Urban League where you guys had like a 30th reunion with.
Yeah, I think it was like 25th when we were here in Vegas.
Okay.
And then I went on the Tom Joyner cruise with the film, and then I went to the Robert and I went to the Tom Joyner family reunion. So it just keeps going.
Yeah, that's so great. So I like that you don't let it die. He doesn't let it die.
Well, it doesn't. It's not up to him. It's not up to me. It's people. The people have not let it die. I mean, I've got 5 and 6 year old kids who come up to me talking about they know that movie. Because their aunts, their uncles, their grandmothers, their parents watch it some people come up to me and say they watch it every day. Some people come up and say it's Thanksgiving, that's what they put on for Thanksgiving.
Wow. So it's a family classic.
Yeah.
It's a family classic.
It never stops.
That's
It's just like the
beautiful.
movie came out yesterday.
You know what sticks in my mind about how Robert Townsend got this movie started with credit cards? I never.
No. That's not this one.
Oh, that was Hollywood Shuffle.
That's Hollywood Shuffle. But see, you got to see the documentary. It got nominated. It was supposed to be out in February, but then it got nominated for the BET Awards, and so he pushed it back. The documentary is called "Making the Five Heartbeats," and it is absolutely, utterly fascinating to see this. About it's an hour 45, and he interviews the five guys, interspersed with what he's talking about, how he got it made, and he interviewed me, and it's just there's things in the documentary that I didn't know what he had to go through in order to get this film made. So see that documentary. It's out. It should be out now. I think he said it was going to be streaming at the end of April. It's going to be on DVD. So just look up Robert and go to Robert Townsend's page. He has it on that way you can pre-order it.
And tell us quickly about The Color Purple. What was your role in The Color Purple?
That was my first union movie because I'd done a film with Rudy Ray Moore called The Disco Godfather, in which I was the bad guy, and it was non-union. I made $50 a day, and I worked for like 2 days, and I thought I was rolling in the dough. I never made that much money in my life. $50 a day back in 1980. Oh boy! But The Color Purple was my first union gig, and I worked a week. Made a lot of money for that 1 week. I really made money there, and the residuals have kept me going. I still get residuals to this day. But
amazing.
Wow, that's
What's coming up for you?
I have a film, the film called Flint Tales, which will be, I don't know when. I'm not the producer, I'm not the distributor, so I'm just an actor and I just do it. So that and a lot of other things, a lot of other possibilities, a lot of big possibilities that I'm looking forward to.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we bring a lot of legends on here. You're a legend.
You know, Linda, that word, I've heard that word in the last 5 or 6 years so many times. People come up to me and say that. That is so humbling to me, because the fact that I tell everybody, and Doris knows, that I tell everybody, I'm still that kid from the south side of Chicago who didn't have enough to eat.
I understand.
And when people come up to me, and I was at a function, I got honored at the Soul Train function. I got honored last week for All Men Rock. They gave me awards. And when people come up to me to this day and ask me, would you take a picture with me? Would you sign an autograph? It is breathtaking to me, for me to have grown up under the circumstances, and people want to take a picture with me. Yeah. That's just amazing to me. And people come up and call you a legend. It's like, wow, I'm not. Sidney Poitier's a legend, not me. But that is so humbling to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you are.
You are a
and
legend.
Big Red is a legend. Color Purple is a legend. You have done Speed is legendary, but you have made these films legendary. And I'm humbled to have you here with us. I'm honored to have you here. Daryl Gregg.
I'm honored to be sitting right next to greatness.
Yeah.
Rub a little bit. I got legend dust on me.
Get some of it. You know, but guy was talking about the kids and stuff. They don't understand what it takes to be here. People don't, unless you're in this industry, you don't know. And they don't understand what I have gone through. I have the best education in the world. My parents believed in me. I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Notre Dame. I have a master's degree from the University of Michigan. I got scholarship offers from Yale and Cornell. Ted Lange, who played the bartender on Love Boat, got me a scholarship to go to London and studied at the London Shakespeare Academy. And then come back. I taught for 2 years at Illinois State University in the theater department. And then to become, at one time, my last 9-to-5 job actually was I was one of the highest black executives in Hollywood. I worked at the post-production department. I was head of the post-production ancillary markets. So there's nothing in this business that I don't know from the ground up, because I've written, produced, direct, acted, and was an executive. So I know all sides of this business, and it takes all of that in order for you to that hard work in order to get where you want to be. And I'm nowhere near where I want to be.
Wow.
Not even close.
Amen.
What is your dream? Where do you want to be?
Don't take this the wrong way. and understand the difference. Clint Eastwood, not the man that sits there and talks to a chair at the Republican convention. I'm talking about Clint Eastwood, the artist who gets to produce, who gets to direct and act in things that he is passionate about. And that's what I want to do, because I've been on TV before, I've been in movies. It doesn't mean anything to me in that sense to me anymore. I only want to do things that help us, especially black men, especially black men.
Well,
we need that image to be to be turned around.
That's right.
Because too many times we are the dogs.
Right.
And I'm tired of my daddy and my granddaddy were great men. And that's what I care about, to show them and not just to be some 15-year-old kid out there killing each other.
That's right.
That's nonsense. I'm tired of that. So that's where I want to go.
Well, amen to that. Amen to that. And with that, we're going to take one more quick station break. We got a little bit more time, and we'll be right back. And I mean right back.